Aesthetics, man. Whoops. There we go. Fix some keyboards today. Hopefully fix them, I mean. So I've got this keyboard to look at. It's got a D. I don't know what that means. That means drop. That makes sense. And it came with this case. Oh, it is a drop. Here you go. Yeah. So for some reason, something doesn't work on it. So I'm going to have to look at that. Okay. Both have vertical row inputs that do nothing. So the drop Carina, it says that enter, backslash, backspace don't work. It lights up. LEDs are working. Very shiny. Getter on yellows. Key tester. So backspace, doesn't work. These work. What are those? Menu control, Windows key. Fair. So we're good. So we got backspace, that slash enter shift. So let's have an overview, eh? You can tell me what's wrong. That's all stuck down. All good. Welcome to the beige crew. The LED's not dodgy. Cool. So if that's the whole column, it could be one of the diodes or something in the line. So we'll just go down slowly. Sometimes the LEDs. We're looking for breaks or anything obvious that is making it not work. So it's likely to be a diode, but we have a look at everything, touch everything to see if it's loose. It's unlikely to be an LED, but you never know. Let me get my Mons geek out of the way. Why do people install these on the wonk? That really annoys me. So it kind of doesn't look beautiful, but it is definitely on the wonk. No, so no issues there from what I can see, but oh my god. Someone put a knife through the board. Look at that. Is that a knife, Mike? What is that? From one side all the way to the other. Either a craft knife or something to this keyboard. And that's most likely why that whole line doesn't work. It'll be something down here, but it's not noticeable enough by the naked eye that you would have noticed it. Isn't that interesting? So someone's just gone like that, basically. Who would do such a thing? It's very close to being cut, but I think it's fine. Oh my god, I think I know what happened. He did a tape mod and then just used a craft knife to cut the tape off afterwards. And you know why I think that? There. That is why. So, evidence, a little bit of tape, craft knife cuts in a square. And instead of just puncturing a hole with tweezers, craft knife, cut, cut, cut. Maybe it was too excessive and he's cut down here too, and that's cut through a trace or something anyway, because that cut goes all the way across. Yeah, even the other holes have it as well. See, this hole has it too, has a little cut. Now I know what I'm working with. I can kind of figure it out a bit easier. That looks pretty deep. And that is pretty close to, is backspace? Yeah, that's backspace. So let's investigate closer to backspace, see if there's any more scratches or cuts or anything. He's cut across this thing, which maybe looks like it's dead. He's cut across this thing as well. There's a scratch mark in that. I'm going to be able to repair it, but it's going to take a bit more troubleshooting than just solder one point like the other day. What, this solder dots as well everywhere. Look at this. But yeah, see these solder dots? That's excess solder, which shouldn't be on the board. That's deep. Oh, here we go. That could be the trace that's damaged right there. And that is right next to, guess what? Backspace, enter, slash, blah, blah, blah. It just looks worse and worse. He didn't damage that too much. That's all good. The nice little cut marks. Wow. I'm so impressed by this. honestly. Oh my god. He's cutting his own flex cuts. That's great. That's great. I don't like roasting people, but I'm gonna have to tell him that like he broke it. But luckily he didn't go across the main AT chip. Another solder ball. I don't like solder balls on things. That's visible. But there's nothing that's just like definitely our break, but like that kind of looks sus. And that, but that's not gonna affect anything. And then this dude here, this cap, looks sus as well. More solder balls. Let's say that it's broken here. Looks like it goes to the LED, so not this. Next one would be here. I'm just following traces down. Not broken there. So that's clean. And then it goes to the other side of the board. Should I check the other side of the board? I think I should, just in case. Luckily, it's a hot swap. So I can literally just pull the switches off. There's scratch marks on the top. How deep is your cuts, bro? What is this? Let's just keep looking. Obviously, I haven't found with a break yet, but there's more cuts on this side. Oh my god, that's kind of deep. But that's just ground. What the fuck? Sorry. How deep is your cuts? How deep is your cuts? If you look at it like this, without the red dot, you would not be able to see it. You can't see it. So like, the scratch is there. The scratch is there. There. It's really difficult to see. And it's not going to focus, is it? That one. That one could be going, because that goes down. So those cuts are very deep there. Yeah. It lines up. That guy there. Why would the cuts be on top? I don't know. That I've yet to figure out. I'm just as confused as everyone right now. I'm so confused right now, honestly. It doesn't look broken enough. I'm trying to find something that's 100% like broken. Ooh. Ooh, here we go. That looks like a burn mark. Wait a minute. I think we've found our culprit. Does that look like a burn mark? That. Yeah, that looks bad. Let me dig into that. Oh yeah. That's where the fault is. See, I don't need no freaking, multimeter. This is it here. This is it. Because this goes from here. Yeah, that's the shift key. Detective Beige figured it out. We found it. We found it, you guys. It's all good. Don't worry. I found it. Yeah. So what we're going to do to fix it is we're going to scratch it off. Get rid of the excess crap. Put a wire, because that's definitely cut through. Yeah. See that? Whoa. Cut through. We don't want to cut, we want to scratch. Oh my god, look how easy that was. Oh my god, okay. It's so satisfyingly easy to cut. Anyone can do this, except having the finesse is pretty tricky. We're just cleaning it off so I can solder a piece of wire across here, basically. So this is the area that we're talking about. See how small that is? But there's so many cuts on this keyboard. The red dots is where they did cuts. But that one was the only one that actually went all the way through. It looks like he's cut everything on this keyboard. There's cuts across here, across here, across here, around the circle. On this side, there's cuts there. But that's the worst one. I'm just peeling off the coating from the copper. And it looks like it's cutting like butter. It's actually crazy. Oh my god, it's massive.
That's what she said!
I'm going to put a bit more flux down. Try and tin those 2 points. But it's going to be really tricky because they're so goddamn small. So that's why I have to put a bit of flux down. It won't melt onto the board because the solder is too goddamn big. There we go. That's better. Yep, did it. Perfect. That's what we want to see. Nice level of shine. That is perfect. I've got to like cut it small as well. Oh, we have solder down. I'm scraping off the flux, okay? It's not supposed to be dodgy. Let's see if it works or not. Anyway, I may or may not have fixed it. There's a slash. I fixed it. That is the most random. This is the repair. I'm gonna have to just tape it so he can't mess with it. Scratching post. Yeah, tell him to be a cat elsewhere, not on his keyboard.